Welcome back to Southeast Texas Weekly. I'm Kevin Steele, and joining us to talk more about politics on this particular program, Jolie Shipley with Smith & Shipley Law Firm. Good to see you. Good to have you back with us.
Thank you.
Wow, we didn't think we'd ever keep you. Usually we run folks off the first program, and you've been so good to us. So we're gonna
try.
We're gonna try to be
enjoy it.
nice. Godfrey Leggett leaning to the left, and Michael Lindsay with Lindsay & Parsons Law Firm leaning a little to the left. Leaning.
Good to be here, Kevin, and good to see you.
Nice to see you, Kevin.
To the right.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much, guys. The GOP presidential debates, extraordinary in terms of the viewership, in terms of the way people saw this. Very controversial at many times, at many points. I'll start with you, Godfrey. What did you see that actually surprised you? Did you see something and you said?
It surprised me that Donald Trump was a little less bombastic than he has been. He's trying to.
He says
tone
his
it down
name
a
should
little
be
bit.
humble.
Yeah, well, that's going a little far, but
Could Donald Trump ever be humble, in your view?
No, but I think each of the candidates have their personality, and Donald is Donald.
This area polls very well. We did a 12 News poll and showed Trump to be the far and away winner. What do you have any idea what it is overall that resonates with Trump? Is it what others have said, that it's an angst against government by and large?
I don't know that it's angst against government, but I think Carolyn said it. A lot of times what Donald says is maybe not exactly, but very similar to what a lot of people are thinking. So a lot of people want to lose that PC filter, and Donald has lost a good bit of his PC filter. And so I think people appreciate the fact that, say it, own it, say it. And
In so doing, would that ultimately resonate with the American people if he were the GOP nominee, in your view, Michael Lindsay?
He's going to be a loser if they nominate him. It is unacceptable. And he has soared with 22% of the American people, and I think it resonates well with that 25%. Maybe get up 27%, but I don't see it going at catching fire.
people want simple answers to these questions, and they don't have simple answers. They're complicated questions.
They're complicated issues.
But also people would like their politicians to give them a straight answer once in a while. Just once in a while,
answer
answer the question.
And well, by extension, is that what's happening with Bernie Sanders then?
Yeah, I think Bernie's more out there than most politicians.
What else do we see from the debates on Wednesday night, Michael Lindsay? Anything come to mind where you said, okay, that negates a given candidate as a good leader for America? And obviously, you come from a different political ideology, but was anybody negated was anybody not negated on that?
Ben Carson,
in your view,
Ben Carson is the smartest guy on the stage, and the American people are never going to elect a guy that smart. So as long as he continues to appear, be intelligent, and speak well, he is going to be unelectable. He is the Adlai Stevenson.
Do you support Carson?
I like Ben Carson, and I'll say I've not made a decision, so there's not one that stands out to me, and I think that's the purpose of the debates, and that the Republican Party as a whole has brought out a number of qualified candidates, some more than others, and some less. I do agree Dr. Carson is very, very intelligent. I think he's got some great ideas, and I'm kind of waiting to see where it goes with the rest of the vetting process through the other debates.
Yeah. Who was negated
I think Huckabee is on his way out. I don't think Cruz has really got a big path ahead of him. Maybe it's the vice president.
What I'm going for more, though, in this question, without imperfectly so, is asking the question of whether any of the candidates said something that you said that candidate actually couldn't possibly make it with America.
Well, I wouldn't vote for any of them, understand, but no, I didn't think any of them really destroyed themselves.
Okay. What do we make of this Syrian refugee crisis? We're seeing that an extraordinary number of refugees, obviously fleeing terrible conditions and war-torn conditions, just covering Europe now through whatever means they are able to get there. And 100,000. This administration has approved, as I understand it, and as I read, 100,000 of those refugees to come to the United States. Is there no better plan when we're looking at 12 million illegal immigrants from Mexico, Latin America, et cetera, here already? Is there no better plan than to let the Syrians in?
There has to be a better plan, and I heard
Does it pose a national security threat?
Well, I think Representative James White said it really well in some communications recently, that if you're going to assign 10,000 or 20,000 or how many ever people to a certain community, as I understand is being discussed in East Texas, that is up to that community. It should not be dictated upon that community because it ultimately impacts the schools, the hospitals, the emergency care, the housing industry for that, and the job market for that community. So for the administration to say, oh, we're going to put these people in your bedroom would be highly inappropriate.
Well, it didn't work out bad for the Vietnamese we brought over, and we didn't consult the state really all that much on how many Vietnamese would be placed where. These people are in trouble. Now, you could say they should defend themselves, but they're not used to defending themselves, and they're being killed. They need some place to go.
The Iranian nuclear deal with Southeast Texas continues. Stay with us.